changing decimals to fractions. Changing decimals to fractions. Decimals to fractions. This topic is to help you deal with the aspect that will be involving multiplication of whole numbers and decimals. That is why we need to know this. That when it comes to that particular topic, we can deal with it also properly. How to change decimal point numbers to fraction. I will start with some examples. It is easy. And I'll try to explain it in such a way that you all will understand it. Look at this. 1.2. 1.2. 1.2 is a one decimal place number. Of course, in the previous class I've mentioned to you that for you to identify your place, your number places or decimal places, count the number that you have after the point. That will tell you what the decimal place should be. This is a decimal point and we have only one number after the point. So this is a one decimal place number. One decimal place number. I want to change this decimal number to fraction. So I will equate my one decimal place to 0. I will equate that to 10. So my one decimal place means 10. So to change 1.2 to fraction, I'll simply write 1.2, write 1 and 2 without the point. Write the 1 and 2 without the point. You can see this number here has no point, but this one has the point. I am changing this number to fraction. So write the 1.2 as 12 or 1, 2 without point all over 1. All over 1. And simply take the 0 you have there and add to this. So 1.2 is 12 over 10. It's fun, right? 1.2 is 12 over 10. Look at this. 1.356. 1.356. This number is a 3 decimal place number because there are 3 numbers after the point. So it's a 3 decimal place number. And 3 decimals I will equate it to 3 zeros. So I want to change 1.356 to fraction. Write your 1.356 as 1356 without a point all over 1. And simply take the 3 zeros and add. This is your final answer. So 1.356 is equal to 1,356 all over 1,000. 1,356 all over 1,000. Let's look at this. 0.5. 0.5. 0.5 is a one decimal place number, which is the same as 10. To me, it's 10. I want to change 0.5 to a fraction. I'll write 0.5. I'll write 0.5 without the point. Remember, you've been taught significant figures and number that you can approximate. 0.5 is the same as 5. 0.5 is the same as 5 because this 0 is not significant. This 0 is not significant. That you should know. Over 1. Take the 10 and add. So 0.5 is simply 5 over 10 in fractional form. 0.5 is 5 over 10 in fractional form. Let's deal with more examples. 0.26. This is a 2 decimal place number, which is, to me, for 2 zeros. 0.26, write it without the point, is 0.26. And this 0 is not significant. That you should know also. So it's the same thing as writing 26 over 1. Add the 2 zeros. That is it. So 0.26 is the same as 26 over 100. So you can change as many decimals to fractions before you can start multiplying or dividing. You can change as many decimals to fractions before you can start multiplying or dividing. 25.325 to fraction. This number is a 3 decimal place number. It's a 3 DP. DP stands for decimal places. And that will be equal to 3 zeros to me. So I want to write 25.325 as a fraction. That will be, write the number without the points, 25325, which is 25,325 over 1. Simply add the 3 zeros. This is your final result. That is your final result. So you can change as many decimals to fractions. You can change as many decimals to fractions and you get your answers correctly. Now do this yourself and ensure you get the right answers. Do the following. Do the following. Number 1, 0.7, write the fraction. 2, 1.56, write the fraction. 3, 2.5, write the fraction. 4, 0.0005, write the fraction. So change these numbers to fraction. Change these numbers to fractions and ensure you get the right answers. In our next class, I will also briefly and smartly show you how to change numbers that are in fractional form and have denominators of tens back to decimals. See you in the next class.